and welcome to a brand new episode here on Carmlan's Farm. So as we can see, we've got the fertiliser out today. We're going to fertilise the sugar beet and the corn that's come through. So we'll get that done, and then we've got a few other little bits and pieces. A bit of a slow day today, to be fair, in terms of we haven't got all that much to be getting on with, so we're probably going to do some grass cutting and get that done as well, just because as I say, the grass to my left there does need cutting. I'm also at the moment as well keeping a beady close little eye on the price of soybeans, because they're going up. The wheat's obviously going to be used for our chickens. Yeah, I'm just sort of keeping an eye on the price of soybeans, because at the moment it is gradually going up, and we're not too far away from where maybe we would consider selling it. But we'll see what happens really on that front. Because the price might stop, or can just as easily just go straight back down again. So we'll wait and see. But it's been very nicely drilled, this field, if I do say so myself. It hasn't missed any bits, and the tram lines are nice and clear, which is always helpful. So yeah, well, I hope you're all well today and having a good day. It's all a good day here in the land of Jimmy, or Mr. Jimmy. We're doing okay today. We've got a few weeds just poking through there. I haven't got a sprayer, actually, to be fair, so that's something that we're going to have to look to invest in. But as I say, I do need to get that grass cut. What I might do is this time around, for the final time, I might just sell the silage bales that come off there, because we're a little way off getting the dairy cows. So we've got the farm area built now, and we've got that built now. We just now need to raise money to put the animals in. I've also kind of been thinking about what I can do with that bit of land, to the sort of top left, that green bit of land, because it is raised up. I've had one or two sort of kind of ideas, in terms of I could put bees up there. Another idea that I had was that I could possibly put wind turbines and sort of solar panels and that up there, make it a bit of a eco area. It's a bit of a job to know sort of what best to put up there. I mean, bees is something that we will have, because it will give us a slight benefit to any nearby fields with the correct crops in. And not only that as well, it produces an absolute ton load of honey. And we'll at some point we'll be making cereal. We'll be making that should turn off at the end. I don't know why it doesn't. So we'll have to turn it off, because as I say, I don't want to waste seed. You can see where the old tram lines were to where the new ones are, which is quite funny. So as I say, we could do with putting something up there that is going to make a bit of money. But as I say, we're going to be doing the cereals and all the productions basically. So yeah, and we also as well at some point need to find the money to put our grapevines in and our olive groves in. So it's again another kind of, where do we go from that? Is that, yeah, that is, yep. Where do we how do we get there? So it's all going to take time, and this is sort of because of the rules, if you like, of the challenge, it's a bit of a long setup. But once we're there, we'll be well away, and then episodes will will start to become much fuller and much more varied. But at the moment, as I say, we're still sort of kind of setting everything up, because we literally started with 200,000 and one bit of land, and now we need to get everything up and going. But we've got a farm, we've got some cows, some beef cows, so we've started, so we'll get there. And as I say, we'll do as much as we can. Unfortunately, can't do the cotton because the cotton harvesters are more than 200 horsepower, and I can't find any other mod or any other way of harvesting cotton, for cotton bales. So unfortunately, cotton's going to be something that we can't do. We could do sugarcane, because, as I say, there is a trailed sugarcane harvester built in, with the game. So or included with the game, I should say. And so in theory we could use that, but I think that would be a very long and tedious video. So we might be ignoring that, but I'll try and find something else to do that I wouldn't normally do. I've got a few ideas, to be fair, so I'll keep you posted on that one, and we'll see what sort of kind of comes along in terms of that. But yeah, so there we go, that's one field done, and then we'll just do this one quickly. I forgot to roll this field, but it doesn't penalise you that badly for it, so I don't think it's going to be all that terrible. And this is more weeds in here as well, so we do need a sprayer. But yeah, so yeah, I forgot to roll it, which was a bit of a bummer. But as you know from the end of the last episode, I my keyboard packed up, and I went off and I left it at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and got back when it was pitch black. So I kind of guessed the drilling, which the drilling doesn't look too bad, to be fair. The drilling doesn't look like I did too bad a job, so that's good. But yeah, I obviously just forgot to roll it. I rolled the other field, but yeah, as I say, I just forgot this field. So it was a bit of a disaster day, really, in the end. The rape's looking good, so that'll be probably next episode that we'll be harvesting that. If not the next one, then the one after that. And as I say, and then that field will need to be turned around quickly and replanted. So again, we'll be looking at what crops we will need in terms of our animals and things like that, and also as well productions that that's going to soon start to have a bearing and an influence on what crops we're growing. But for now, it's just a case of just keep chucking crops in that are making us money, and good money, because that way we can sort of develop this save along nicely. So yeah, very, very busy, as I say, trying to get everything as we want it. But I'm going to leave you with some lovely music, and I'm going to get this done, and as I say, and then we're going to go off and we're going to cut the grass behind us, and we'll get that done, and we'll see where we're at the end of that job. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye for now. And I'm back. We've very nearly got this baled now. We've just got this down row to do, and then the up row to do, and then that's this field baled. And then what we'll do is, it talks of rain now coming in the game, so for today, and we're at half past three, just short of half past three in the game, so we'll probably call that the end of this episode, but also as well the end of the day. I think I'll skip forward now till the next day. I'm hoping that for the next episode the rape will be ready to be combined. These bales are probably going to be, I'm not going to say they're going to be definitely the last time that we sell for profit and for money. But at the moment we still haven't got any animals, we still haven't got, we need more land, because I found a new a new mod. Well, to be fair, I think it's been out for a long time, but when I was looking through the mod sites for different things to do on this particular save, I found something that I thought might be quite interesting, and so we're going to need quite a bit more land. This bit of land here I'm thinking about using for my grapevines, and then the bit where we went across the top there, putting a separation to the rape field, and then using that across there as my land for the olive grove. I think that will work quite nicely. I don't want a huge amount of grapes and olives, but I do want something that just breaks up what can I say, breaks up the sort of every episode being the same sort of jobs. It would be just something a little bit different, and I think as I say, I think that land there will be absolutely perfect for the grapevines, and then across the top we can do the olive groves, and also as well that utilises our land to the absolute fullest. I mean, the other option is we just keep it as grass. Literally use this to feed our animals, because each one of those bales is 50,000 litres. So we only need probably 3 bales of silage and hay a year, and we've got more than enough to feed the animals. But yeah, I was thinking grapevines down here, so fill all from sort of there. We'll put a wall or a fence or something along there, or a hedge or something along there where the shed is, or sheds are, because there's 2 there. And then all down here would be grapevines, because we get a lot of grapevines in here. And then across the top here, so bring the grapevines up level with this field, and then across the top here we could have olive groves. Just because this land is a bit awkward for tractors pulling equipment up it, but I think the grape harvesters would and the olive harvesters would manage this land quite well. I mean, the other option is that we could have all of this grapes. We could have vines running across the top here, and then vines running down there. So that there's many an option open to us at the moment. But the one thing that I would like to buy. So at the end of the wheat field that we harvested, I think that was in the last episode. No, the last episode was drilling. So the first episode of last weekend, which was harvesting that wheat field, at the end of that wheat field is obviously still more grass, and I'd like to buy that. Again, we can mow it, and we can mow that and sell the bales for profit, and that will get us some more land. On that land, for now, I would turn it into a field, but eventually I'm thinking that's where our factories and different things like that could go. It's quite a bit flatter over here. To be fair, when I was drilling the sugar beet into this field, it did occur to me this would have been much the better side to have built the farm on, with the river at the back of it, and to go all the way down there, and obviously all the way across there, it would have been a much better place to have built the farm. But as always with me, I didn't really think about it, and I didn't really plan it. And that farm came about from one night with me laying in bed, messing about with my tablet and messing about with a pen and notepad, and suddenly that farm was born, and I could only see it there. I sort of got very short-sighted, but I'm relatively happy with that farm, to be fair. So you know, all told, you know, as I say, I'm happy with that farm. So yeah, but down here, I think we might build the factories, or we could build it the other side of the river, because that bit there is relatively flat as well. It's not hugely flat, but it can be flattened, the same as what the farm area was over there. We you know, we can flatten it, but so it'll either be here, although there is quite a bit of a ridge here, but again, yet again, the other side, the other bit of grass, the other side. You know, again, that is relatively flat as well, and it would then back onto the farm, or the area that is the farm. So just the other side here. I mean, you know, we could put this side as the factories and stuff like that. There's not going to be a huge amount of factories, mainly because of the new mod that I've found. Is going to take a huge amount of resources, and also as well, the pigs are going to take near enough all of, like, sort of, you know, sugar beet potatoes and stuff like that. The sheep, not too worried. They can just either eat the grass. We can, you know, we can just do some grass bales, some square bales, or you know, we can just feed them. You know, I think probably a hay, maybe 2 hay bales a year is going to be more than enough for them. So you know, not too worried about them. The pigs, as I say, you know, corn, potato, sugar beet. I think soybeans is part of that. Wheat, barley, or whatever is part of that as well. So yeah, we can feed them, and eventually, I'm hoping I'm hoping I've left enough room. The farm area, to be fair, is still going to change. This area here is going to get filled in for a start. This is not remaining empty like this, but I've got a few things that I want to put in that I just don't have the money for at the moment. One of the things that I want to put in is over £1 million, so I don't have the money for that yet, but that's what this area is sort of being half, what can I say, half sort of left free for. The seed area might change. I might change this, and I thank you to the person that answered my call for mods that could turn seeds into bags. I have checked them out, and if I decide to keep it, then they will be used, because that's just what I'm looking for. But I might, this shed's going to stay because it's the workshop, but here I wouldn't mind, maybe, because we've got an elevator now that can do seeds. Giants have provided an elevator that you fill with, say, wheat at one end, so out of the silo, and then out the other, at the end of the elevator into trailers and what have you, comes seed. So you know, it will still leave me with I apologise for the throat clearing. I've woken up this morning with either really terrible hay fever or the start of a cold. Yeah, so as I say, like with the seeds, we could have the elevator there, and then the drills come in here, or drill, because there'll only be one, come in there and fill up. But anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting on for this episode. All that's left for me to say is thanks ever so much for joining me and sharing your company with me on this episode. I've really enjoyed having you. I hope to see you again next time If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really does help. And another massive thing that I'm beginning to learn that does help is to share the videos. So if you want to share it wherever you want to share it, that's fine by me. As I say, the subscriptions and stuff like that, they really do help. And yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Next episode, hopefully the rope will be ready. We'll do that. We'll collect the bales, we'll sell the bales, and then we got to get that rape field turned round and get it planted again. And we'll also hopefully be buying some more land, get that cut and then done, baled, and see where we're at there. And if there's still time in that episode, which that rape field's pretty big actually, to be fair, but if there's still time, then the grass that we do eventually end up buying, we will then, after we've cut it, we will then get that turned over to cropping as well. But thanks ever so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.